So I hope this angle is not too bouncy. I have you set up on my bed, so if there's a little bit of wobbling, please ignore that. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Ashley and today I'm here to do a Would You Rather Bookish edition. I had put out a request for some questions. I collected all the questions and have put them together and we're going to answer those. I got a few good questions, which thank you so much. I'm just going to let you know who sent in all the questions and I'll put their channel name on the screen, and if you would like, go check them out. I'm sure they would appreciate it. I got a lot of questions from two people, one of them being my daughter, Abigail. If you see me looking down, I have a little printout here of all the questions so I can keep track. The first few questions from Abigail I got were, would you rather use a bookmark or remember your page number? Definitely a bookmark. I have plenty of bookmarks. Do I ever use them? Not a lot, but I would definitely rather that than no bookmark at all. The next question is, would you rather buy books or borrow books? And this is a really hard one because I love the library and I love buying books. If you ask me just which one would I prefer, buying books. Definitely way more fun. There's lots of times a lot more selection. But if you asked me if, for instance, right now, I would probably say borrow books because I'm not supposed to be buying books, and I have a lot of books and I don't have a lot more space for books, so I can't really get in trouble by borrowing books. But overall, I would love to buy books more than borrow if I can. And the third question Abby asked in this one was, would you rather read just book series or only standalone books? And this is hard because I used to be hardcore series girl, but I think I'm gonna go with standalones for my season of life that I'm in right now. I'm having a hard time completing series lately, so I'm gonna say standalones. The other person who commented a lot of questions, thank you so much, is Lilian K09. And her first question is, only read hardcovers or only read paperbacks? And again, this is a hard question because I used to be a hardcore hardback girly, but I've really started embracing the paperback life lately. So, see, I don't know. I think I'm still going to say hardcover because they just look so nice and you don't have as much opportunity for tearing them up. So, hardcovers. Another question she had was, only listen to books or only read books? This one's easy for me. Only read books because it has taken me a long time to get where I'm at now to where I can actually listen to audiobooks, and it's got to be a certain special circumstance. So, I'm going to say read only. Kindle or physical? Definitely physical. I definitely like to hold my books more than a Kindle. I get too distracted and I don't know, I find it just really hard to get into my Kindle books sometimes. Only read romance or only read mystery? This is hard because I read a little bit of everything, but I am very picky within my genres. I'm going to say romance. And the last question she has on this one is, only read fantasy or only read historical fiction? This one is easy. Historical fiction. I'm not a huge fantasy girly. The next question is again from Abby. This one was on the original post and she asked, would you rather read in a coffee shop or in public or versus at home? And I am definitely an in public reader. I like to read at home and I like to read in public, but I would prefer in public. It just motivates me a little bit easier, but at the same time, sometimes it's harder to like lock in. I don't know, but I would say public. The next question is from Breezy B Reads, and she asked, would you rather meet your favorite author or meet your favorite character? And I'm gonna go for character. That's a hard question, but character would be fun, I think, and just being able to interact with them. The next question is from Zombie Kitty. Would you rather have to buy physical books or use a Kindle? You have to buy the books or you have to use a Kindle. This is interesting. I'm gonna say buy the books, and it's not just because, you know, physical books are better, but like I have a really hard time buying Kindle books. I don't really buy Kindle books unless they're like on a really good deal, like $1.99 books or free books. I borrow them from the library, but like I have a hard time buying Kindle books because I don't have something to hold. Like I don't get an actual something in my hands from that. So that's kind of another take on the liking to hold the physical books, but yeah, definitely would rather have to buy physical books. Books with Becx asked, would you rather never get to reread your favorite book again or have to reread a book you hate every year? This is so hard. Having to reread a book that I hate. Like, could I do that every year? I don't know. I would say I would want to do that because your favorite book, you want to be able to reread it. But like, I hardly ever reread books anymore. So I think I'm gonna go with never rereading your favorite book. That would be sad, but I think it would be harder to have to read a book that you hate every single year. That would take me forever each year, and then I wouldn't be able to read as many other books as I wanted. So yeah, my answer is to never reread my favorite book. This handsome Squidward is a girl asked, would you rather bring one book character back to life or meet one book character in real life? I'm gonna say meet a character in real life. This is kind of like the other one in the fact that I would like to be able to interact with a favorite character. That would be really fun. And I'm also of the mindset of like, yeah, it's sad that, you know, this character dies, but like it could be detrimental to our world or our story or our other characters to change a plot line like that. So I'm gonna go with meeting my favorite character. Would you rather live in a dystopian book world or live in an 18th century book world? And that is easy for me. Definitely the 18th century book world. I used to wish as a kid that I could live back in the Victorian era or like the 1800s, and yeah, that's definitely what I would pick, especially over a dystopian book world. I'm not always a fan of all the dystopian worlds. So. One last question from Abby. Would you rather go to the library or to the bookstore? And this is hard because you go to a bookstore and you just want to buy all the books. You go to the library and you can get all the books, but you have to give them back. And they may not have as big of a selection. So I think I would rather go to the bookstore because that's more fun. There's more to look at. It's just very aesthetic and pleasing, even if you can't buy all the books. You get a lot more ideas that way, and yeah, I'm gonna go with bookstore. Those are all the questions I had. Thank you so much for everyone who submitted questions, and let me know in the comments down below some of the answers that you would answer to these questions, especially if you asked me a question. Send me that answer. I would love to know. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!